Hey, this is Zach. I am currently standing in the hottest place on the surface of the earth. Not metaphorically, literally. Death Valley, California. And on July 10th, 1913, a thermometer right here recorded a temperature of 134 degrees Fahrenheit. 134 degrees. That is the highest reliably recorded air temperature in the history of human civilization. And I am standing here to tell you it's getting hotter. In the summer of 2021, Death Valley hit 130 degrees Fahrenheit. That tied the second highest temperature ever recorded on Earth in recorded history. Anywhere. The following summer it hit 127. The summer after that, 126. Scientists who study this valley will tell you that the floor temperature, the ground itself, can hit 200 degrees on a hot day. 200, you could bake a potato out here. Slow potato, but still. Meanwhile, the people running the federal government right now have declared that climate change is, and I'm quoting an official White House document here, a hoax perpetrated by the radical left and the Chinese government. You know who doesn't think it's a hoax? The thermometer. Since January 2025, the administration has withdrawn the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement. Again, it has reversed Biden-era rules limiting methane emissions from oil and gas operations. It has opened protected wilderness to new drilling leases. It dissolved NOAA's Climate Research Division. It fired climate scientists. It fired climate scientists. The people whose job it is to measure what is happening to the planet. Gone. Because apparently, if you don't have anyone measuring the temperature stops being a problem. That's not how thermometers work. Death Valley is one of the most climate-sensitive places on Earth. It doesn't have a buffer. No trees to provide shade, no water to moderate temperature swings. When the planet heats up, Death Valley is the first place that shows it. And what scientists are seeing here is exactly what their models predicted. Longer heat events, shorter winters, more flash floods when rare rain does come because baked desert soil can't absorb water fast enough. Species moving up in elevation to survive or not surviving. The Mojave Desert is expanding. Creosote and invasive grasses are taking over where native wildflowers used to bloom. The famous Death Valley superbloom, those miraculous carpets of desert flowers that appear after rare winter rains, is becoming rarer because the winter rains are becoming rarer.
That's a good point, Devin.
Now, I want to be fair here. Death Valley has always been extreme. It has always been hot. It has always been dry. Nobody is claiming that Death Valley is normal and humans broke it. What scientists are saying is that the extremes are getting more extreme. The hot years are getting hotter. The records are falling faster. And the window in which we can do something about it is closing. Here's the thing about climate denial that drives me absolutely insane. It is not a values difference. It is not a political opinion. It is not your side versus my side. It is a choice to ignore evidence because the people paying for that denial, oil companies, coal companies, fossil fuel industries, have a financial interest in you not believing what the thermometer says. ExxonMobil's own internal scientist predicted the current rate of global warming back in the early 80s. They knew. They buried it. They funded think tanks to spread doubt, and then they spent 40 years calling climate scientists alarmist. Meanwhile, the thermometer. I'm standing in a place that is scientifically, empirically, measurably getting hotter. I'm telling you what the data says, and I'm asking you to make noise. Because the people dismantling the institutions that measure this data are counting on your silence. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment. And fight for this planet, because it is the only one that we've got. And Death Valley is proof that it does not mess around.